Good morning from Puy du Fou in France, where we're here for our first ever visit. This has been a huge bucket list of mine for quite some time, and really happy to be here at a theme park with a difference.
So there are over 20 shows at this park, which is insane. We love our shows, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what shows we've got inside.
Along with that, they've also got some very heavily themed walkthrough experiences here. It looks like an absolutely amazing place, so come and join us as we check it all out for the first time. Now I know it can get very busy here. In fact, they have almost 3 million visitors a year here at Puy du Fou. And yeah, we got here nice and early. It's just opened at 9 AM. Everyone's making their way down here to the entrance. Luckily, because we've got here early, we're parked nice and close. They've got some massive car parks here, and some of them can be a little bit further back. So we're nice and close to the main entrance. Here we go. Let's go make our way inside for a day of heavily themed experiences and entertainment. No queues to get in this morning, which is great. And yeah, the park maps are available in French, English, Spanish and German. And look at this, never seen this at a park before. They've actually got the date printed on them, so yeah, they have to change these every day. And here's a look at the park map. It is absolutely huge here, and look at the size of some of these venues. They've got a full Colosseum down there at the back. It is going to be awesome seeing all this for the first time. So we're just queuing up now for our first immersive experience, which is going to be inside this beautiful building here. Look at this. Been waiting about 10 minutes so far. Yeah, probably about halfway through the queue, I'd imagine. And yeah, I'll always try my best with pronunciation, but it might not be amazing. Like Renaissance du Chateau. I think that's what we're heading into. So yeah, we're going to go and experience this now. Wow, look at it in here. Wow, look at this. I've never seen anything like it. Massive grand hall. Some of these rooms are humongous. Look at the size of this. Well, that was a fantastic way to start our visit, going through this old castle and discovering its secrets. Really immersive, and it's clear that when they do things here, it's done to a very high standard. All the costumes, the audio, the storytelling, it was great. It was actually 30 minutes. I only put in a little bit of footage there from some of the big rooms, but no, I enjoyed that a lot. Of course, we don't speak French, but we still really enjoyed the attraction, and also quite a few of the shows do have an English translation that you can do through the app. This one didn't, but quite a lot do that we've got coming up today. We've picked the perfect time to come here as well, because the weather is just gorgeous. Look at this area here, it is so nice. You got a carousel there in the middle, and all the buildings around at the side. Yeah, it is beautiful. Little gift shops, and there's lots of themed dining here as well. Yeah, how nice is this for us to take George on the carousel at some point? Yeah, basically we've got the map, and it's got all the times and everything on, and the app is really good as well, giving you all the details. Yeah, look at this. We're making our way now to our first big spectacular show. The grounds here are really pretty. Loads of old buildings and fountains. Really nice. What did you see down there then?
Big turkeys down there.
Turkeys? What, real turkeys?
Real ones.
Yeah, not animatronics.
No, massive big turkeys.
So we've made our way down here now to Los Vikings. I'm really looking forward to seeing this big show. We've walked through medieval villages and everything coming up to here. The theming is excellent. Wow, look at the size of this show venue. It is absolutely massive. Certainly built for capacity as well. The stage area is huge. So we're going to get a great view from here. Really looking forward to seeing this. One of the most iconic shows here at Puy du Fou. And yeah, they do open the venues 30 minutes before showtime. gonna say, that was 25 minutes of non-stop action. I feel like we stepped right into the heart of a Viking movie. There was stuff going on everywhere.
I have to say, that show was phenomenal. I actually didn't know where to look because there was stuff just going on everywhere. There's stuff in the water, there was birds flying over, there was stuff coming from the side. It was brilliant. I loved that so much.
All the animals in there as well, the bison that came running out, and they were all so well trained. You had the big Viking ship that came down into the water, one that lifted up out the water, there was fire effects. Honestly, that was an incredible show. And we're in a little traditional Viking village here now. Look at this, she's over there making things. Selling them here in the shop. Love this. Yeah, it's great how you watch the show and then you can walk around these little villages. Fantastic. Now, I did do something similar to this back in the UK in Bishop Auckland last year, and that was Kinrun. In fact, we are going to be back up at Kinrun this summer because they're turning it into a full theme park experience like this here. So that's got a similar story to this. It started off as one big show, and that's what it has been for quite a number of years now, and they're expanding it to become lots of different show venues, and that's also what happened here at Puy du Fou. Now, they've also got plans to open a Puy du Fou park in the UK around 2029, subject to planning permission, be located near Bicester Village in Oxfordshire, telling all British history. And based on what we've seen so far, I really hope that all comes to fruition. Well, we're really enjoying it so far. We've only seen 2 experiences. It's been wonderful. Look at the building just there, really nice. Yeah, just wanted to get in that the areas in between the venues are beautiful, and they're really well shaded and landscaped, big pathways and clear signage as well, so you know where you're going. So we've made our way here now to our next show venue, ready for Le Secret de la Lance. And yeah, this is the 1:30 show that we're going to be seeing. While we're all seated here in another huge venue. Look at the size of it, got to be a couple of thousand in here. I'm looking forward to seeing what this show is going to be like. Got a medieval theme, this one. just blown away by the scale of these productions. Never seen a massive set piece like that move. The whole castle like went into the floor, didn't it?
That was incredible, that was. It's like when it came back up, the actual facade of it had changed again. That was so good. There was just so much going on, and no matter where you sat, you got a brilliant view.
Yeah, we sat a bit further back because it's so hot in the shade, and I thought, oh, we're more over at the side. Perfect view. The venues are that big, the stages are that huge, you can see everything. We had the music, the production, all the horse stunts in there were great as well. Reminded me quite a bit of what we've seen before at Europa Park in their horse stunt show. My favourite scene was the big castle moving forward with all the fire. George enjoyed it. Yeah, it was so atmospheric. And onwards and upwards to another show now, and this one looks absolutely massive. It's in a huge coliseum. Now, most of the shows are on multiple times a day. However, there is a couple that are only on once. As the same for this one, it's on at 3 o'clock. Le Scène de Triomphe? I don't know, I'll always try my best with pronunciation. But all I know is, look at the theme in here. This whole area is just incredible. And again, it's the scale of each and everything here. Just keeps blowing me away, to be honest. Just gonna make our way through this entrance. And yeah, if you are coming with a pushchair, they've got pushchair parks as soon as you go into the venue itself. So you can kind of queue up with your pushchair and everything still, which is good. Wow, look at the size of this. It's actually a 7,000 seat arena that we're heading into. Beautiful Roman amphitheatre. It does get very busy queuing up to get into the show venues. Look at this. But again, really looking forward to seeing it, especially with it being a replica Colosseum. This is really impressive. In all my years of visiting theme parks, I've never seen such an impressive show venue. This is absolutely phenomenal. It's nearly as impressive as seeing the real Colosseum in Rome.
It's massive, isn't it, in here?
Wow.
They're all still piling in.
Like, wow. It's incredible, absolutely incredible. And yeah, we've ended up with a really good spot here. I think wherever you watch this from, you're going to get a good view. But yeah, we're in a brilliant position right here in the middle for all the stage, but it is a 360 Colosseum. And the beauty is it's got this roof, which I think can retract if they need to. But yeah, they can put it out if it's hard, and also when it rains. But yeah, I think this is going to be an absolute spectacle. What a venue. I feel like I'm at Wembley Stadium or something. What a crowd. See, I think they've picked some people out of the audience for this one to be a part of the show. Oh! Mexican wave now all the way around. This is great. I don't think George has ever seen anything like it. He's amazed. There it comes. Hey! 7,000 people in a Mexican wave.
Quelques lieues de cette arène. La Légion des Alouettes a arrêté tout à l'heure ces Gaulois qui se rebellent en secret contre les dieux de Rome. Le samnite invaincu de Lutèce, Columbus, le prince invaincu à Carthage, Herméros, le fameux Mirmillon invaincu en Orient.
There was moments there where my jaw just hit the floor. Firstly, the venue was incredible and the show really matched it as well. Like, where do you even start with that? It was amazing.
There was just so much going on. There was loads of geese. There was camels. I actually felt like I'd been transported into Rome. It was excellent. There was just so much going on and loads of performers as well.
Everyone clapping and cheering, the stunts with the horses, the big chase scene and everything. And what blew me away the most was the fact you've got that big prop in the middle, like a stage area. It actually turned into a boat, like right in front of us, like step by step turned into a massive boat, and I was not expecting that. Honestly, like, that show just blew me away. The sheer scale of it, I loved it. I was told by a lot of people that have been here before, Sean, you're going to be blown away. If you love themed immersion experiences, then this is going to do it for you, isn't it?
It was just excellent. Like, everybody was loving it. There was chanting. I just didn't know where to look. I came out and I was just like, what have I just seen? Because there was just so much going on. It's such a high quality production as well.
I've been impressed with every single thing that we've seen so far. So we're right back down near the front of the park now. In this lovely plaza area, you've got the restaurant just over there. We've got to say, they've got a lot of dining options here, both quick service, little stalls about, and also main restaurants as well. So there really is something for everyone. Like I say, we had a really nice fish and chips earlier on. That's a bar area undercover there. And they've got loads of little shops around here. This is probably my favourite part of the park. Like, all the theming. The buildings are great. Reminds me quite a bit of Europa Park, actually. Got a sweet shop down here. And guess what we're going to see now? Another show. Hey, but this one has actually been voted quite a few times now as the world's best show. And again, I apologise for my French pronunciation because I'm awful at it, but we've got Le Mime à Toi just here. And yeah, we're going to head inside this big venue for this one. This is our first full indoor show that we've seen here at Puy du Fou. Nicely themed. Made our way inside. And yeah, we've been arriving between 30 and 45 minutes before showtime. We've had no issues at all getting in, which is good. I have heard that sometimes they can reach capacity quite early. But yeah, we've not been turned away from any shows so far. Another humongous venue in here. So yeah, seating on benches down there close towards the front. But we come a bit further back, you get a backrest. So we thought we'd go here and also get down in the middle for this show as well. I think the set is going to do some really cool stuff in this.
Regardez-moi, je ne peux plus.
Bien sûr que vous pouvez. Revenez à vos rêves d'enfance, Médusa, et volez avec moi.
Well, we just come come out of the show, and once again I am blown away with the scale of the production, but also the technology in there as well.
The stage in that show was absolutely huge. Again, there was so much going on. The technology with the screen, there was like little shops, there was moving walkways, there was just so much going on in there. I did enjoy it. It wasn't one of my favourites, but the tech in there was excellent.
Yeah, I thought the storyline was quite clever. It was like we were basically going behind the scenes on them filming a black and white movie. That's why it changed so much, and that's why you had the black and white sections. Then it kind of went back into colour. You had the carousel on there, not this one. That's operating now though. But yeah, there was an actual carousel on the set. And it was like treadmills, wasn't it, that we were coming across. There was vehicles coming down on there, lots of moving scenery. No wonder it's got a massive like back of house area that you can see it when you're queuing up at the size of the building. Because they've got so many props in there. It reminded me very much like the Bourne Stuntacular tech-wise at Universal Studios Florida, with everything moving along, but even better in a way, because the street just kept on going and going for minutes, and it's hard to probably pick up on the camera, but you had like actual live musicians up there as well that were actually on there, which was cool, in the windows. And there was that bedroom scene that wasn't a projection, it was actually there in front of you. On the camera it probably all looked like a big screen or projection, but it wasn't. There was like loads of elements built into it. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Not my favourite in terms of the storyline and everything, but I thought the tech in there was incredible. This is lovely round here though, and there's so many shops. So going on the left hand side, and they sell all the merch. The carousel down here that you can ride on. Fantastic. We're going to go and do another walkthrough attraction shortly. Always wanted to say there's some really nice architecture here at Puy du Fou. And they've got all the little gardens that you can walk through at the side as well, which are great. And there's so much shade if you are coming here on a hot day. Really pretty place. Okay then, so I've just joined the queue for another walk-through attraction. And yeah, this one I don't think is suitable for George, so we're going to take it in turns to do this one. And yeah, this is basically where we're going to be plunged into a trench from the Great War. So yeah, it could be really interesting what they've done theming wise in here.
Oh, mon Louis, j'espère que tu auras reçu ma lettre pour la fête de Noël. Elle est coupée un sapin dans le bois. Elle le décore avec des guirlandes de papier. Elle chante mon sapin. J'espère que tu lui tiens. Au bon.
Very immersive in here.
On aura le droit d'enlever nos masques à gaz. Pour Noël.
We've both now just been through, definitely not suitable for George, so I'm glad we didn't take him through there. But how immersive was that?
Oh, it was so well themed in there. To be honest, I was quite scared actually because it was quite low lit. I didn't know what was coming, but the sets in there was excellent because it was a mix of like actors and animatronics in there. There was just so much going on. It was quite long as well.
Yeah, about 10 minutes. It was like all water coming down at one point. You really did feel like you were in the trenches, and quite emotional actually as well, going through something like that. It really does make you realise, you know, what people have been through and are going through in in war trenches and stuff. Like, it was very, very well done in there, telling the story, and I enjoyed it a lot. Yeah, it was great to go through and didn't have to queue at all. Right then, it's time for another walkthrough attraction now, and this is the one that I've heard the most about. Apparently the theming and immersion in here is absolutely excellent. And yeah, this is Le Mystère de la Pérouse, and we're going to board an 18th century ship.
Elle nous parle d'une expédition mystérieuse. Le mystère de
What's nice about these as well, they don't kind of push you through. You can spend as long as you want to in each room as well.
Commandé par le mystère. Regarde ce tableau. Le capitaine de vaisseau.
Loads of smell pods in these as well.
Monsieur de la Pérouse.
It smells like murky water.
Le voyage risque d'être long. 3 ans. Non. Je ferai charger des charges.
Wow.
C'est qu'il écrit à sa majesté. De façon à savoir que notre bon roi a annoncé le départ à demain.
And again, this has got a mix of live actors and actual props. Oh, the ship's starting to sink, Charlotte. Starting to feel a bit seasick.
J'ai la Pérouse. Ménagez vos hommes. Donnez-leur de la fierté.
Look at all the walls and the roofs and everything moving.
Expédition de tous les temps.
Getting a bit choppy out there now. Oh, this is so cool. Look at the whole room. Moving side to side. Wow.
Leurs pieds sont élevés en l'honneur des morts.
It's a stormy night out there. Again, I've never seen anything quite like this before. We've said that a lot during our visit today. And also Futuroscope, two very unique parks. I just can't believe the mechanics that have gone into this. Just the lighting and the atmosphere as well, it's so good.
Nous venons d'atteindre l'Alaska en ce matin du 26 juin 1786. L'équipage est fatigué.
Commandant, c'est un grand malheur. Les deux salauds.
Wow, and we're looking out at actual sets there on the other side.
Ici, ont péri 21 braves marins.
Un peu moyen. Bon. Mais buvez beaucoup d'eau, Matelot, hein.
I don't know if the camera's doing this justice, I really hope it is. The whole ceiling's just collapsing. We're on a sinking ship. Look at that. Wow. We're sinking! Abandon ship!
On est sans nouvelles de Monsieur de la Pérouse et d'Augustin de Monty, ton ancêtre.
Wow, I am blown away by that. That is probably the best themed experience I've ever been through.
Where do you even start with something like that? Like, the theming in there was incredible. I actually felt like I was on a ship. I feel a bit sick, to be honest, with the rocket, but the theming in there was just incredible. I can't believe it.
I am blown away, absolutely blown away. George enjoyed it as well,
George
going through
looking
that.
around, wasn't he?
Yeah, like, honestly, that was incredible from
So,
start
so
to finish.
good.
What an immersive experience. Can you imagine if the team that ran this place built dark rides? They'd be the best in the world.
Definitely, because of the theming.
Wow. Oh, I'm going to have to go through there a few more times whilst we're here. And we walked straight in as well, which was great. Like, I've never felt so immersed in an attraction. I think the audio was perfect. In fact, there was actors in there as well. And then all the water coming down. Like, the amount of mechanics that have gone into that. What a themed environment. All I can ever really compare it to is imagine a Halloween Horror Nights house that isn't like designed to scare you, but it's that well themed and better.
Walking through because of the theming in there without the scares, it was brilliant.
Oh,
really.
so good that was. I loved that to bits. That and the Colosseum have been my two favourite things today, but we've loved everything. So shortly we are going to be watching the nighttime show, and we're really excited to see that. Well, we've found another area of the park now, which has got a church down here. And look at this little village. Tavern up there at the top. Yeah, we've noticed it's gone really quiet everywhere now. They have actually got 6 on-site hotels here, which is crazy, isn't it? Like the fact that it's got so much on-site accommodation. They've also got loads of different restaurants and everything. So I think what happens really at this time now, it seems like there's not as many shows and things on. People go back to the hotel, have some food, go to the different restaurants in the park, and then come back in for the nighttime show. Or at least I think that's the vibe that I'm getting anyway, because it's gone really quiet. But look at this, you've got all like little craft shops and everything down at the side. What I love is, like, these don't feel like themed areas. It actually feels like I'm in a genuine old town or something. Like, look at how they do all the floors. It's like, you know, you've got the weeds growing down the side, you've got the little wells and everything like that, and drains around. Like, it's so authentic. I've never seen anything quite like it. Like, you've got themed areas in parks that are like amazing, but then this just feels like the most realistic thing. Like, it makes me think, you know, it's that good. Was this here before? Like, you know, like, was this street here before? Like, you know, that's how it feels. And yeah, if we do get something like this in the UK, I think it'd be really good, especially going through British history. What a charming little area. And we've still got so much to see tomorrow as well. As you mentioned, we are here for 2 days, so this vlog will continue tomorrow with some more shows that we haven't seen today. But of course, soon we're going to be watching the big nighttime show. Excited for it, Charlotte?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't seen anything about it, so I'm going in completely blind, not knowing, so I'm looking forward to it.
We have done with that pretty much everything here, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen a few bits here and there, but now we're just having a bit of a chill out now, walking around the lovely grounds. Yeah, we'll definitely watch the bird show tomorrow. I've just been reading the map. It says it's got 300 birds in it, so we will see that. Well, we've made our way now down here to the huge show venue for the nighttime show. And yeah, we thought we'd get here nice and early so we can get a good view. It's got stadium seating on that side, also here on the left-hand side. But yeah, we've come down here on the front, so we're nice and close to the lake. Now again, my pronunciation probably isn't the best of this, but we'll go for it. Les Noches de Feu. And it says, be swept away to the fantastic world of the most romantic wedding ever. So we'll put in some highlights for you all when it starts. And of course, we've seen a lot of water-based and lake shows over the years at theme parks, haven't we?
We have, and we do like a nice water lake show, but with this, I just don't know what to expect, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they do.
I've got a feeling with it being Puy du Fou, it's going to be a little bit different to anything we've seen before. So highlights coming up for you all over the next few minutes. speechless right now. Like, here's me thinking, oh, it's probably going to be pretty spectacular, but I was not expecting everything to happen there like it did. This lake is full of surprises. It must have tracks and everything underneath it.
I am just blown away yet again. That show was incredible. The man on the organ, his hands was on fire, his hat was on fire. There was people coming out of the water. That was incredible. It was so good. There was fireworks with everything.
Like, this whole turret over here, like, opened up into a massive organ. It was both emotional but dramatic. I thought the soundtrack was amazing. That's one of the best nighttime shows I've ever seen in a theme park. Absolutely phenomenal. What more can I say? You've seen some highlights there, but it was a 30-minute production. I could have filmed the whole thing. Like,
it was brilliant.
oh, so good. And when the carriage came up out of the water and everything, that was amazing. It really was. And yeah, there's nothing else I can say about it. We've been blown away today. Mentally, I've just seen so much today.
We have just seen so much. It's like we've been transported to so many different worlds today, but I've loved it.
It has been amazing, from the Romans, the Vikings,
So
to
good.
princesses, to cinema, everything. And the vlog doesn't end there, because we can carry on tomorrow and we're going to get in some more shows. So we'll see you all shortly, but we'll continue on here at this absolutely incredible theme park in France. Good morning from our second day here at Puy du Fou. Yesterday was absolutely incredible. And we're starting off this morning with the bird show. We're going to see over 300 birds in this, Charlotte.
I'm a bit scared because I'm not really a big fan of birds. No one going to be flying over us. I'm a bit scared.
Hope they don't poo on you, George.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you got the balloon as part of the show just here as well. Let's go. Watch the bird show, and I've got to say that finale is unlike anything I've ever seen before. The first 20 minutes was thinking, oh, just kind of a standard bird show, not really our sort of thing, and then all that happened.
The finale was just insane. There was birds coming from everywhere, and there was flying so low. I was a little bit scared, to be honest. I was going like this. There was birds in there that I'd never seen before in my entire life, with the wingspan, absolutely incredible wingspan, brilliant.
How they train them like that, I don't know. And yeah, they used the big balloon as well. Some of the birds came from there. I think one did fly off somewhere else.
Yeah.
So there was a few minutes where they were like, oh, what do we do? But then they moved on to the next bit. But no, I thought that finale was incredible. Just seeing the birds for like 5 minutes, just flying everywhere, all over the crowd. Yeah, it was amazing. Right then, into the next show. And yeah, this one's going to start in a few minutes. Back-to-back shows. And this was Arthur.
Frappe la souche du mal et tu vaincras.
short show that was, only about 15 minutes, but still very impressive, especially the fact that the whole kind of hill lifted up. I really wasn't expecting that at all. Each one of these shows is just full of surprises, and that was certainly the big element in there when it lifted up, and all the waterfalls as well. It was amazing. And then you got like the little whirlpool or the water effects, the horse came out from underneath. Yeah, I thought that was really good, mostly relying on that big effect there with the whole thing lifted up. It's time now for another walkthrough attraction. Yeah, this is the final of the walkthroughs for us to check out. And this is called Le Premier Royaume. I really always try my best, but I'm not very good. Following the footsteps of Clovis, the famous king of the Franks.
C'est Méroville, son illustre aïeul, qui a vaincu Attila.
Wow, look at all this. These immersive experiences are incredible to walk through, and you can just take your time as well, which is great. Oh. It's a cool effect. Look at all the rocks kind of caving in.
Invoque le vrai Dieu pour fonder ton nouveau royaume.
Donne-moi la victoire, Tolbiac.
I've just been blown away so many times in this vlog as a lover of themed experiences. Like, look at this. Just the scale of everything. Like, these show buildings are massive. Water falling from all the walls, the ceiling, and making all these patterns. It's nice because the walkthroughs really don't get that busy, so you got these massive rooms all to yourself. I mean, everything we're going in, we're just coming out saying wow, and we're really impressed. Honestly, how do you even create a themed immersive environment like that?
Like, I walked in and I didn't have a clue what to expect. And you've got these massive sets, there's theming like there's no tomorrow. I have never seen anything like it. Like, this place is just incredible. I can't believe it's taken us this long to finally come, because it's been incredible.
I know, and I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking, oh, how's it gonna feel coming in for 2 days with there being no rides? Technically they've got a carousel, but you know what I mean, like no major rides. Thinking, what's it gonna be like? Honestly, like, if you love themed and immersive experiences and just appreciate that, then you'd absolutely love it here. We'll certainly come back in the future. It's been absolutely amazing, and we've still got some more things to see. Well, we've just been through the walkthrough attractions again, and they're all absolutely fantastic. We've got a couple more big indoor shows to see, and then I think we're going to actually see all the major shows here. There's only a couple of smaller outdoor bits that we haven't done, but they're not classed as major shows or unmissable, as they say. But we've not actually been around this area yet, which is another one of the villages. This is really pretty around here. Look at this little stream. We're at the top, we got loads of little shops and restaurants around here. And something's going to happen with this beautiful bell tower in just a moment. So yeah, I thought we'd just come and see this. And it looks like they may be building something new there where that crane is. All the different wine bottles in here, look at this. Try all sorts of different wines. I don't think the prices are too bad at all actually for food and drink here. Yeah, let's see what this is going to be like. Really pretty area. Oh, that was very different there with the bells. Only about a 10-minute little show. I did enjoy that, how they were kind of climbing off the side and putting the flags up there as well and ringing all the bells. Right, we're heading into another huge venue now to see Le Dernier Panche. Honestly, my pronunciation is awful, but I really try my best. Follow the heroic destiny of a naval officer during the French Revolution. Let's go. Just can't get over the size of these venues. Look at it in here. Even bigger than the indoor show that we saw yesterday. And yeah, we're surrounded by a massive projection screen. I'm really interested to see what the tech's going to be like in here.
Je m'en vais, chez moi, en mon logis de faute close.
Il faut exterminer la race rebelle. Il faut dépopulationner la Vendée.
Et de pique. Les paysans ont besoin de généraux pour les mener au combat. Ils sont gens d'ouvrage, pas gens de guerre. Ils m'appellent l'amiral. Là où repose en paix, sous la poutre maîtresse, cette petite demeure invisible qui noue la coutume, la parole et les visages oubliés. Les croyances ancestrales aujourd'hui bousculées, culbutées, souillées. Alors a jailli du sillon la sommation vitale d'un petit peuple. Moi je sais que ce n'est pas la faim, la pauvreté, l'espoir qui ont jeté sur le bord des chemins creux tous ces humbles chefs de famille. C'est une insondable détresse. Le ciel s'est déchiré. Ils sont partis avec le fusil de chasse. C'est mourir à ce pourquoi j'ai vécu. Pour que notre cause survive, il ne faut pas que la petite lumière s'éteigne.
Athanas, regarde ce que je t'ai apporté.
Mais qu'est-ce que c'est?
C'est un panache. Accroche-le sur ton bateau. On va prendre le vent. Seul un panache peut faire tourner le vent de l'histoire. C'est le dernier panache.
absolutely can't believe what we've just seen. That was 30 minutes of non-stop action on a ride system. The whole theatre actually rotated around the whole auditorium.
I am actually lost for words. I was looking at Sean throughout the show and was like, what is going on? There was a full live beach with water. The kids was going along on a boat. I have never seen shows like this in my entire life. That was brilliant.
That is probably the best show I've ever seen at any theme park attraction.
Crazy.
And I'd even say, like, on the West End and Broadway, like, you don't get the full thing spinning round. So basically with that, the whole theatre is a massive circle with multiple stages all the way round as well. Like, that was just absolutely insane.
Brilliant. Loved it. Like,
Insane.
Where do you even start with something like that?
I know, like, the whole thing was amazing. Like I said, I could have filmed the whole thing. I could watch it all again. Like, that was by far my favourite show here. I mean, everything's been incredible, but that was the best show. And then along with that,
everything. It's like, where do you even begin with something like that? There was just so much going on, and there was so many actors in there as well.
I just can't believe the whole theatre. I mean, what? There was maybe 3,000 people in there or something,
there was a lot.
and the whole thing spun. It wasn't the screens at the
crazy.
end. The whole thing spun round on some sort of ride system. Amazing. Other shows at parks and attractions just aren't going to hit the same after this. Honestly, this has just been a phenomenal experience, and even if you don't really enjoy shows that much, I would still recommend it here, because if you just appreciate that themed experience and tech and how they put it all together, like, honestly, like, this place fascinates me. When we get back, I'm going to be doing so much research into these shows and just thinking, how is that done, or how big are these actual venues? And we're going into another huge building now. It's this one here on the left hand side, and this is actually going to be our final show. We'll have seen all the shows in 2 action-packed days, which has just been, like, incredible. And I've got to say, George has really enjoyed it, hasn't he?
Oh, he has loved seeing the shows. We haven't heard a peep out of him. He's been golden.
Yeah, he's been great. Like, if anything, they've just been getting excited. Like, wow, what's going on?
Excited.
Yeah, he's loved it. Like, we knew that he's loved shows, but yeah, that has just been amazing. He's excited for the next one, I think, now. Yeah, really good. We've not had to take him out of any of the shows. Like, it's been absolutely brilliant. He loves them. Yeah, look at this, another huge venue for our final show. And yeah, you guessed it, another humongous venue. Look at it in here. It's actually got 2 levels, this one. So you've got all the bottom seat in here, and right up there at the top. Let's go, our final show.
Surtout ne bougez pas. On ne vous fera pas de mal si vous ne bougez pas. Et silence sur les bancs. On vous en veut pas.
Well, that was an absolutely amazing way to end our first ever trip here to Puy du Fou. I think Joy has loved it as well. Honestly, what a show!
Oh, that was brilliant. That was. The setting was huge. There was like the massive water at the end. All the horses was trotting on the water. There was dancing. It was brilliant. Like, there was just so much action. I'm glad that we were sat on the front because we got quite a bit of interaction there as well.
Yeah, out of all the shows we've seen, that one had the real kind of best chase scenes and fight scenes going on. And yeah, I just love being right in the heart of the action. Just the set design of that as well was great because everything just kept getting bigger and bigger as the show went on, and then it opened up to that amazing finale. And I tell you what, the past 2 days have been absolutely phenomenal. Like, this is a park with a difference. Like I say, they've only got the one ride. It isn't about that. It's about the shows. It's about the experiences, the walkthroughs. We've never seen anything quite like it.
I've got to say, I have loved every single second. It has been brilliant. I just feel like we've seen so much. We've been transported to so many different worlds. It has been excellent. Like, loved it. I can't wait to come back in the future.
It's been a journey, and it says that actually on the guide map. It's like, prepare for your journey that might take multiple days. It definitely will do. I mean, if you want to take it a bit more chilled out, you probably want 3 days to see everything. We've done everything in like almost 2 full days, but honestly, we've seen all the big shows, we've done all the walkthroughs, and the good thing is we've been able to film everything as well, because I feel like if we couldn't have filmed it, it would have been really hard to explain stuff. But also, as you'll know, if you've seen shows and theatres and stuff before, there's nothing like actually sitting there and being immersed in it in person, is there?
Because you'd be able to see like the scale of it, because these shows, they're just on such a big scale. Like, there was just so much going on, so much tech, so many performers. It has just been excellent. Loved every single second of it.
Everybody who works here does an amazing job.
They do, yeah.
We'll definitely come back in the future because they also have a massive show, like an even bigger show with 2,500 performers. It only runs June, July and August, but that's a reason for us to come back in the future. It'd be great for Georgia in a couple of years. I mean, you've loved it. The fact we've not had to take Georgia out of any of the shows as well, like, you love them, don't you?
You love looking, don't
you? Love them, like, I think because all the lights and everything, like, it's just been amazing, absolutely amazing. One of the best places I've ever visited, and just loving attractions and immersive shows and experiences. I'd 100% recommend a visit here. The hotels look great. We'll definitely stay on site here next time. What a wonderful experience it really has been. Thanks for joining us in a bumper action-packed vlog, which has literally just been some highlights. You got to think, these shows you've only seen like a couple of minutes each time. You imagine if you're sitting there watching a full like 30-minute performance each time. We've just seen and done so much. It's been amazing. But thanks for joining us. That leaves us with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you soon.